Most brands on Amazon, they think they're being strategic, but the real Amazon operators, the people that are quietly scaling the brands to 7, 8, 9 figures, they're playing a totally different game. They don't chase these shiny tactics. They don't just guess. They don't just react emotionally to a bad week or a good week. They run Amazon like a machine. Today, I'm going to break you down 7 things that Amazon operators do that you probably don't. And if you start doing even 2 or 3 of these things, it's going to change how you grow this year. What's up, everyone? My name is Nick Hall. I'm an entrepreneur and expert in the Amazon space, helping better for you CPG brands scale and win on Amazon. If you want to learn how to grow your brand on Amazon the right way from strategy to execution, you're in the right place. Don't you forget to hit the subscribe button here, and let's dive right in. Number 1. They separate the traffic and the conversion. Most sellers are going to say, we need more sales. Operators ask 2 different questions. 1, how do we get more qualified traffic? Number 2, how do we convert better once people land on our page? Those are 2 completely different levers, okay? They're not the same. Your traffic is from PPC, SEO, your ranking, DSP, creator connections. Conversion, this is your images, your A+ content, your bullets, description, video, reviews, pricing, subscribe and save. Don't ever blur out the 2. If traffic is strong but sales are weak, they don't touch the ads first, they fix the listing. If the conversion is solid but volume is capped, let's go ahead and push the traffic aggressively. Most brands are going to mash these 2 together and they end up confused with horrible results. Number 2, they track the right metrics. Most brands stare at ACoS. Operators, they live in tacos, conversion rate, cost per click trends, how is that going? They're going to go through your session growth, your organic ranked movement, and your contribution margin after ads. ACoS alone does not tell you if a business is healthy or not. Now, it may, but I've seen brands at a 45% ACoS printing money. And I've seen brands at 18% ACoS also slowly dying because their organic rank was completely collapsing. So operators are going to zoom out and they're going to ask these couple questions. They're going to say, is this paid traffic driving also organic with it? Or is it profit driving? Is the total margin actually improving? Is the brand actually compounding as we spend more money in this? That is the difference of these. Smart operators are going to launch in phases, not all at once. So this is what I see from most people when they launch. They turn on ads, they spend a bunch, they hope that the rankings stick, and they just pray for the best solution. That's not how business works. Operators are going to run launches in phases, okay? So phase 1 may be indexing and discovery, some of the keywords. Number 2, maybe controlled PPC testing. Step 3, doubling down on these winners. Phase 4, we're going after the ranking pushes. And number 5, we're going after the margin recovery. Okay, you've got to make sure that you do this in the right order and make sure that you move to the next level appropriately and then pull back as needed. So don't go ahead and try to go rank for 50 keywords on day 1. It's not going to work. Go ahead and pick 3 to 5 core terms that you genuinely believe that you can work on. Whether it's a low search volume, high search volume, exactly what your product is though. That is the most important thing. Choose a couple of secondary phrases. Have very, very tight bid control and make sure that the exact match isolation is there. Single keyword exact for these 3 to 5 keywords that you're absolutely going after and make sure you have control. Number 4, we don't have opinions here. We ruthlessly kill losing keywords, okay? Most brands keep these bad keywords running way too long because it might work or it may have some potential later, or we don't know enough information, okay? We don't want to cut this at 2 clicks, but operators do not care about the might. They care about clicks with no orders, rising CPCs, declining conversion rate, spend concentration. You've got to be really smart on this. If a keyword racks up 20 to 30 clicks without converting and nothing else in the data says keep it testing, it gets paused. Okay. Now, obviously, we've got to take out the $1,000 products and stuff like that. We don't need emotions in this. We don't need attachment. This is a math formula. At the end of the day, we're trying to bring more people to our product. We're trying to give our product out to more people, but we're not trying to do this at a loss. Number 5, they obsess over the creative. Okay. Most sellers are going to treat these images like a checkbox. I just need to get these images up. Let me just get them done. Whatever. They go get a designer that makes things look pretty, but doesn't do this for conversion. Operators are going to treat this like a growth lever. They want their creative perfect. They're going to constantly be testing their main image variations, their infographics, their comparison charts, their lifestyle scenes, their benefit hierarchy, mobile first layouts. Okay. They ask, what objection is this image removing, right? There's objections that everyone has when they're going onto the page. What is it that it's removing? What question does this answer? Is there something that is going to answer one of the questions? Look at your Q&A, look at your competitors' Q&As. Why should I choose this brand in 3 seconds? In a competitive category, creative is often the difference between a 12% conversion and a 20% conversion. And so you've got to make sure that you're optimizing off of those things because that is a massive difference. Number 6, a lot of people don't like doing this, but it's super important. They manage inventory like strategists. Nothing is going to kill your momentum faster than stocking out. Stocking out is one of those things that everyone says it's kind of a good thing, but kind of a bad thing. And the reality is it's really just a bad thing. Nothing is going to kill the momentum faster than stocking out. Your operators are going to have to forecast aggressively. They track weeks of cover, sales velocity, changes, the promo impact, the seasonality, and the lead times. These are super important to add in here. They're going to throw all these ads before you start going out of stocks. This is where your supply chain and your marketing team work together. They're going to push it when the shipments land. They're going to time ranking campaigns around the inbound inventory. So inventory is not necessarily just operation. It's a growth strategy that has to work together all as one team. And finally, we're not here to win tomorrow. We're here to win the long game. This is a big one. Most brands think in weeks, operators think in quarters and years. They're willing to invest in the tacos early. They're willing to run higher ACoS to rank. They're willing to spend more on creative, test new SKUs, build on the subscribency, layer in the DSP later. They understand that Amazon's a compounding system. Organic rank with reviews, with creative, with brand demand. That is your flywheel, okay? Short-term thinking is just, what's my ACoS today? Long-term is how operators are building up their 8 and 9-figure businesses. So to go through a quick recap on this, Amazon operators, they're going to separate their traffic and their conversions. They're going to look at real business metrics that matter. They're going to launch in phases. They're going to kill these losers fast, and they're going to obsess over the creative. They're going to strategize this inventory, and they're going to play the long game. If you're not doing some of these things right now, it's okay, but start acting like an operator, not just a seller. What's up, guys? If you found this helpful, connect with me on LinkedIn, send me a message. Always happy to help founders. I'm going to also leave in the description my website, as well as a link to my calendar, schedule a meeting with me. I want to share my entire playbook, and I'm excited to see you in the next one.